Hello and welcome to Separate Bathrooms. We would like to acknowledge the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, the traditional custodians of this land, and pay our respects to the elders both past and present. And on this final few days of 2024, I'm Ali Dado.
Are you going to be someone else?
Next year, it's all changes, mate.
Do I know? Mate, you mated me.
You will not recognise me next year.
What?
Everything's happening.
Are you going to tell me?
Eye colour change of name, plastic surgery. It's all going on.
Really?
No.
Okay. I was going to say, you're turning into a salamander?
No. Not 2025.
Well, I'm Cam Dado, and what a year it's been.
Yes. It's been a really big year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We wanted to talk today briefly about several good lessons that we learned
Sure.
for the year.
Yeah.
And because it has been an amazing year. Do you want to start?
Oh, okay.
Well, first of all, was Christmas good?
Oh,
Was it everything you wanted it to be?
Absolutely. I did miss Riv and Locke. I did, of course, but it was still really lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you feeling relaxed?
Yes, I am.
Good.
I am. That space between Christmas and New Year's Eve, it's a little patch, isn't it, where I feel like everyone relaxes.
Yeah. You don't know what day it is.
Yeah.
You're still eating leftovers.
Yeah,
And you're like,
yeah.
all you know is that the cricket's going to be on at some point, and
Yes.
it's nighttime,
Playing
daytime.
with all the new toys.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah, it's true.
I do love it.
It's true.
Hey, so what's one lesson that you learned for
Okay, this was
2024?
a big one for me, and I don't have this down pat, though it is to trust my intuition, and that it's not my imagination. It's been my intuition all along that I have not trusted.
Okay.
And the more I trust my intuition, the more I know that it grows.
All right. And is this a physical feeling as well as words that are like going across a movie screen, your brain?
Well, that's still physical too, isn't it? If it was words in my brain.
Well, you're seeing them, I suppose. If it's like there's an Instagram post and someone's done a thing where the words are popping up as well while they're talking.
I don't see it like that. No,
Okay.
but it is. But yes, it's a physical kind of all-knowing experience of just going. And sometimes it's like, okay, I'm getting this feeling.
Yeah.
I'm just going to choose to do that then and just go, I'm getting this feeling of, and it can be like the simplest of things, when you go, take the extra plastic bag. Why would I need to take it? All right, I'm going to take it. And sure enough,
Right.
you find out that you needed the extra plastic bag. Like, it's not life-changing events, but just the more I act on that rather than dismiss it as, why would I need an extra plastic bag? Just forget about it. The more I act on that, the more that voice is becoming clearer and trusting. More trusting. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
All right. Here's one of mine. Stop telling the story of woe.
Ooh.
Whoa. The old stories of letdown and suffering. When I keep speaking about them, when I keep thinking about it, writing about it, I'm going to say the thing I learnt this year is words are like spells. And in telling these old stories of woe, it keeps manifesting them.
Correct.
So take the wisdom, let the rest go. That's what I've put here. Start telling the story of the thriving me, the me being, actually having what I want, and accept and create the small challenges that I've got. And it's too many. Let's just cut it at that. So take the wisdom, and let the rest go.
Great. I love it. I love it.
Okay.
I also learnt that I am capable of more than I ever thought.
Yes, you are.
This has been a big year for me. This is co-founding a business.
Aviana.
Yep.
Aviana.com.
.au.
Two eyes. Two eyes.
Two eyes. Going keynoting.
Yes.
Being in front of large crowds, publicly speaking. I mean, just that I have put myself in the most uncomfortable situations, and it's been a huge year and a huge learning experience. And I'm still like so on the trajectory of learning because there's so much to learn about running a business that I had no clue about, which I don't judge myself for because I've never done it before. So, yes, so I'm capable of more than I ever thought.
And I've known that about you. And you can't tell someone that.
Yeah.
Or you can, but it's like, shut the hell up.
They've got to experience
you
it.
have to come to that, don't you? So you've done more for someone who has shied away from public speaking as much as you have. You've done more keynotes than I have. You're more experienced in that world than I am, and I think it's fantastic.
Well, you're a lot more experienced in public speaking, though. It's just a keynote is something a little different.
Well, that's standing up and speaking. You've done 45-minute keynote speeches.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
I've not done that.
Yeah.
I've got up there and emceed and introduced people.
It's coming
who are about
for
to do
you.
that.
It's coming.
It is. I'm looking forward to that in 2025.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, here we go. Next one for me. Tiny little things repeated over time produces big change.
Yep.
Persist. You never know what's around the corner. Please stay with it. Run through the finish line. Run past the finish line. I was thinking, I wrote down, remember Hugh Grant? He came out with 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Yep.
People were saying, look at this guy. He's an overnight sensation. 20 years he'd been working before he did that. Just little things.
George Clooney, I always
George
think of
Clooney.
too.
How many pilots did George Clooney do?
So many before he did ER.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's those little things repeated over time produces big change. Sometimes it's boring as hell, but keep doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, because it has to, I feel like it has to click eventually.
Yeah, and that's the determination, and it takes discipline
Yes.
to keep doing those little things.
It does. Takes a
It
lot.
does.
Because it can be hard when you keep on doing it over and over without the result that you want, but
That's right.
Keep going.
But trust that it's just discipline and you'll get there and you'll become way more confident.
Well, I also learnt, based off of what I mentioned before about work and everything, that learning a new skill
Yep.
is really tough,
Yep. Yep.
but really exciting, and that I love to learn. And I always knew I loved to learn, but just allowing it to be tough and exciting at the same time.
Yeah. Do you think that keeps you, I'm going to say, I'll use the word, but younger?
I think it
you
keeps
young?
my brain operating in a really good way. It's not just gone out to pasture.
Thank goodness. Where's your brain? It's up in the top paddock next to Fernando.
It's just eating grass up
bull.
there. It keeps the neurons firing. Sometimes it doesn't fire as much as I would like it to, where I'm going, I don't understand.
Yeah.
But then, that's okay too. It's like, just explain it again. And I'm not embarrassed to ask, could you just explain that? Because I'm not understanding that at all. And, you say it that way. And I've never had anyone go, oh, God, you're an idiot. People go, yeah, okay, I get it. Here, let me explain it this way. Then I get it.
Yeah.
So
I've got one more big lesson of 2024 for me.
yeah.
I've got a lot of good ones, but the big one really is to not dwell on, and that's the overthinking.
Yes, you've mentioned that,
right?
Yeah.
And I have mentioned it. So, and that's overthinking, and that's that idea of when I start something out, I'm looking at what I want to achieve. I'm looking at the end game. I'm looking at the podium and the bag of gold, and it feels insurmountable. How am I going to get that? It's like writing my book. How am I going to finish with a book? But as I've said, just take one step. Take the action. It's the hardest thing to do sometimes, is to take that first step. But, as I mentioned in the last, tiny little steps. But each thing that we do, each action that we take gets us closer. But put the idea of, like for me, I was saying this the other day to one of my mates, I want to be a single handicapper in golf. And it's like, oh my God, it's a bridge too far. It's so hard to get to. Well, forget about that. Know that that's what I want to be, but just keep chipping away. Pardon the pun. But keep chipping away.
Right. Got it.
That's my last one.
Oh, I have a few
Three's enough.
more.
Oh, well, that's good. I just wanted 3.
Okay.
Just,
Our producer said 5, so I did the right thing.
yeah,
and
but
had 5.
Xander. Yeah, you just. I know. You and Xander got this thing. Man.
I'm a good girl.
Oh, you are a good girl. And I know he said 5, and I'm a bad boy. That's what he likes. He likes you being a good girl. He likes me being a bad boy.
Does he? I haven't asked him that. Okay, let me give you this one though, because let me give you this one.
I'm sure this is a good one.
Well, they're all good. Really.
Oh, they're all good. Yes.
No, there's 2 more I can give. Well, there's 3, but I can give you. Okay, so this one was that I pushed myself. It's interesting, off the back of like all the learnings and all, you're starting a new business and da. And at the same time, my other learning was that I pushed myself too far in the last few months, and I had a major meltdown. And that I balance is what is important.
Was that the phone call moment the other day?
That was the phone call moment.
That was the big one, wasn't it?
I was hysterical. I wasn't hysterical when I called you.
You didn't sound hysterical.
I had already had my hysterical crying, and then I called you.
Did you? You had hysterical crying?
Yeah, I've not.
Did you
been
pull?
like
Were you
that.
in the car?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really I'm not going to say bad, but it was like, whoa, Ali, you've gone. This is how you didn't know how close to the edge you actually were. And so it's kind of good. It's like I've went over the edge a bit and went, okay, now you know where your edge is.
Yeah.
You
Good
need to
to
pull
know.
yourself back
Yeah.
and find your balance again.
Right.
So, because that's not a place that was really enjoyable to be in that moment.
Uncomfortable, isn't it?
Yeah. And it was just over a small thing, but like that, it it could not have been the straw that broke the camel's back any more than what happened just in that one moment, which could have just been really simply dealt with.
Okay, so what's the lesson?
Balance.
Great.
Balance. Don't let myself get to that place again where and I knew it. I could feel it. I could feel the buildup of it. I knew how tired I was and how many juggling acts was happening, but I kept going and kept going, and I needed to just go, hold up, stop. You're on the precipice, and I was.
Can I ask you a selfish question?
Yeah.
Selfish question. Did I handle that phone call well?
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It was helpful?
Yep, it was very helpful.
Oh, that's
Yep,
good.
you stayed really calm. You didn't ask too many questions about it. You're just like, we'll deal with it. It's okay. I got it. It's fine. I was like, okay. So absolutely.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Because probably was a time when I would have panicked and tried to fix it.
Yeah. Or maybe even said, well, what do you want me to do? I can't help you.
I did that once. It was awful.
Yeah.
Remember that time?
Oh, honey, I remember.
Hang on,
that.
which time are you talking about?
I'm talking about the time that Lolo and I were lost
Oakland.
in Oakland at midnight. Wow. Yeah. In the most dangerous part of San Francisco. Yeah. Let's not dwell, team.
We learnt about that one. No one was hurt during the filming of that scene.
Thank God. Yeah. It's in the story vault. And I think one thing that I'm going to include you in, because I feel like we are learning this together, which has been a big one for 2024, is 2 of our children are fully grown adults, and that has needs some adjusting from a parent's point of view. And I really feel now it's been a wonderful adjustment. You know, I'm still adjusting, but I actually really like the adjustment. I like relating to them as adults now. Like, I find that it's really a whole new part of parenting. It's still parenting, but like that adjustment, now that I'm through it, on the other side, it was sticky for a bit where I was challenged by it. But now I'm on the other side of it. I'm like, I really like it.
And it's good, and it has been an adjustment.
Yeah.
And I like the relationship that we have as a collective. I like my relationship with the kids, but I like the relationship that we as parents have with with our two bigs in that way. And it's growing that way with Bodes too.
Yeah, she'll get there. She'll
Yeah.
get there soon. She's still teen.
Yeah. Hey, is there anything that you do, an action that you take to wind up the year that puts a button on the year, setting up the following year?
No, and I don't like to do it.
Okay.
I never like that.
Do you make?
Don't make resolutions. No.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
I
have just sorry. I do have like a goal. Like I have like a theme that I might have for 2025.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Okay.
I don't have.
Have you decided on that yet?
I have. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that's to become a chameleon?
It's my stripper life begins tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll put a poll up tomorrow.
No, it's friendships. It's to concentrate on growing my friendships. Yep, that's it for 2025. I don't have nothing else.
Okay.
Whatever else comes. But I don't make resolutions, and I know you do. You're big on that. You write all your gratitude stuff.
Yeah, I do my 108 gratitude things to be grateful for at the end of every year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
it's
kind of a magic
beautiful.
number, and all the things that it helps me actually just sort of go back through the year, and I think about people and experiences that I've had that I might have kind of just forgotten about, and it just comes back to mind. Write it down on a piece of paper. Thanks so much. Grateful for that, and onwards.
Yeah.
Let's start with a whole clean slate.
Yeah. No, I think it's great.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Be safe, whatever you're doing in the next couple of days through the new year.
Absolutely.
And set yourself up. I wish for you and your family to set yourself up with the best situation to have the greatest amount of success and joy in the coming year. And thanks for being with us as well for Separate Bathrooms.
Happy New Year. We are very excited about some guests that we already have lined up for the new year. So join us back in the bathroom.
Yeah.
All right.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.